The order was simple. Kill the girl. That was all the Infernal Council had written in blood across the obsidian tablet. No prophecy, no explanation, just a name and a location. Ariel Moore. Human, 22. Mortal, easy. Malric had ended kings, saints, and demons older than time itself. He was Hell's most precise weapon, an assassin who never failed. His blade had tasted every kind of soul. Until tonight. Rain soaked the empty street as Malric stepped out of the shadows, his form half smoke, half flesh. The human city slept, unaware that death walked among it. Ariel was alone. She stood under a flickering streetlight, keys in hand, humming softly to herself. No guards, no wards, no magic. Malric appeared behind her, without a sound. He raised his blade, and froze. Something burned, not the blade. Him. Pain tore through his arm like white-hot fire. Malric hissed, staggering back as his weapon slipped from his grip and clattered onto the wet pavement. Impossible. Ariel turned, startled. "Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there." Her voice was normal, warm, human. Malric stared at her. His crimson eyes narrowed. He reached for his blade again. The moment his fingers touched the hilt, agony exploded through his body. He dropped to one knee, snarling, smoke pouring from the cracks in his skin. Ariel rushed toward him. "Hey, are you okay?" She grabbed his arm. The pain vanished. Malric sucked in a sharp breath. Her touch didn't burn. It stilled him. For the first time in centuries, his heartbeat slowed. He shoved her away violently and leapt back, eyes blazing. "Don't touch me." Ariel stumbled, but didn't fall. She stared at him, confused and worried. "You're bleeding," she said softly. Malric looked down. Black blood dripped from his arm, steaming against the rain. That had never happened before. He vanished into shadow before she could say another word. From the rooftop above, Malric watched her hurry inside her apartment building, glancing over her shoulder as if she felt his gaze. His hands shook. That night, Hell rejected him. When Malric returned to the infernal realm, the gates did not open smoothly. The flames recoiled from his presence. Demons whispered. The blade failed, one muttered. The council was furious. "She is cursed," Malric said coldly, "protected by unknown magic." The eldest demon leaned forward, eyes glowing. "No," it said, "she is the source." Malric stiffened. "Explain." "Your curse," the demon continued, "the one that binds your existence to endless killing, was forged centuries ago. A balance was created. A human balance. Ariel Moore. As long as she lives," the demon said, "you cannot be complete." Malric's jaw clenched. "Then let me kill her another way." The demon smiled cruelly. "You can't." Malric left Hell in silence. Back in the human world, Ariel couldn't sleep. Her arm still tingled where she had touched the strange man. Her chest felt tight, like she'd narrowly missed something important. She didn't know she was being watched again. This time, Malric stood outside her apartment window, unseen. He should have killed her. Instead, he stayed. Days passed. Every attempt failed. Poison turned to water. Shadows refused to obey him near her. Even his presence weakened the longer he remained. Yet Ariel grew used to the feeling of being watched. "You can come in," she said one night, staring directly at the empty corner of her room. Malric stepped out of the shadows slowly. She didn't scream. "You're not human," she said. "No," he replied. "You were trying to kill me." "Yes." She swallowed. "Are you still going to?" Malric hesitated. That hesitation cracked something ancient inside him. "I don't know," he admitted. Ariel smiled faintly, sad, understanding. "Then stay until you decide." And Hell felt fear for the first time, because its deadliest weapon had just learned something worse than mercy, attachment. Malric did not sleep. He stood in the corner of Ariel's apartment, half-shadowed, watching the slow rise and fall of her chest as she slept on the couch. The night outside was quiet, but inside him, something screamed without sound. He had stayed. That alone was unforgivable. Demons were not meant to linger. Assassins did not hesitate. And yet, here he was, bound to a human girl who had undone centuries of bloodshed with a single touch. Ariel stirred, her eyes fluttering open. "You're still here," she said softly. Maverick didn't answer. She sat up, pulling the blanket tighter around herself. "You don't have to keep standing like a statue. You can sit if you want." "I don't rest," he replied. She studied him in the dim light. Up close, he looked unreal, too sharp, too still, like something carved rather than born. His eyes glowed faintly, not threatening, just tired. "You look like you're in pain," she said. "I am," Maverick answered honestly. Ariel hesitated, then reached out slowly, giving him time to stop her. He didn't. Her fingers brushed his wrist. The pain vanished again. Maverick closed his eyes, jaw tightening as relief flooded him. It was intoxicating, dangerous. "Don't," he said hoarsely, pulling away. "You don't understand what you're doing." "I'm helping," she replied quietly. "You're weakening me." She frowned. Why would that be a bad thing? Because weakness got people killed. Because weakness was how hell reclaimed what it lost. Before he could respond, the room darkened unnaturally. The shadows twisted. Maverick spun, blade in hand. Something crawled out of the darkness. Thin, jagged, wrong. A watcher. Infernal hound sent to track traders. Ariel gasped. "What is that?" "Run," Maverick ordered. The watcher lunged. Maverick moved faster, slashing through shadow and bone. The creature screamed as black fire consumed it, but not before it locked glowing eyes onto Ariel. It vanished. Maverick swore. "They know," he said. "Hell knows where you are now." Ariel's hands shook. "Because of me?" "Yes." She swallowed hard. "Then leave." Maverick stared at her. "That would be logical." "But you won't," she said. He hated that she was right. That night, Ariel learned the truth. Maverick told her about the curse, the endless killing, the immortality bound to bloodshed, the balance forged in secret. "You were made to keep me from becoming more," he said. "A limit, a fail-safe." "A person," Ariel whispered. "Yes," he agreed. "And now hell wants you gone." Ariel laughed weakly. "Figures. I finally matter, and it's because demons want me dead." Maverick didn't smile. "You matter because you exist," he said. The word surprised them both. Days turned into nights. Maverick protected her relentlessly. Shadows obeyed him just enough to hide her. Demons came and fell. Angels watched from afar, uncertain, waiting. And Ariel changed him. She asked questions. She argued. She made tea and offered him a cup he didn't need. She talked about movies, about loneliness, about how being watched your whole life without knowing why made you feel hollow. One evening, she touched his chest again, accidentally this time. Maverick gasped. Something cracked inside him. Not pain, fear, because the curse reacted. Infernal runes burned across his skin, glowing violently. A voice thundered through the apartment. Ancient, merciless. Attachment detected. Ariel stumbled back. "What's happening?" Maverick grabbed her shoulders. "Listen to me carefully. Hell has rules. One of them is absolute." He swallowed. "If I fall in love with you, I will lose my immortality." Her breath caught. "And then I can die," he said. Silence filled the room. Ariel searched his face. "Is that what you want?" Maverick didn't answer. Outside, the air shifted. Something worse than demons had begun to notice. And heaven does not tolerate errors. The first angel arrived without sound. No thunder, no light, just absence. Maverick felt it before he saw it. A pressure in the air, like reality itself was holding its breath. He moved instantly, pulling Ariel behind him as the shadows along the walls flattened unnaturally. A figure stepped forward. White armor. No wings. No face. Just smooth porcelain where features should have been. A corrector. Ariel's voice shook. "That's not a demon." "No," Maverick said. "It's worse." The angel spoke without a mouth. Error confirmed. The temperature dropped. Malric, designation. Infernal executor. Status corrupted. Ariel clutched his coat. "What does it want?" "To erase you," Malric replied. "And me if necessary." The corrector raised a hand. Reality fractured. Malric shoved Ariel aside as the floor split open, a line of blinding light ripping through the room. The apartment collapsed inward, swallowed by impossible geometry. They were no longer in the human world. They stood in a white void, endless, silent, merciless. The angel approached, each step rewriting space beneath its feet. Love is an illegal variable. Ariel stepped forward despite Malric's grip. I didn't do anything wrong. Existence is not wrong, the corrector replied. Attachment is. Malric attacked. His blade struck the angel and shattered. The impact hurled him back, slamming him into nothingness. Pain unlike anything he'd known ripped through his body. Ariel screamed his name. The corrector turned toward her. Human balance must be removed. Malric forced himself up, blood pouring freely now, red, not black. Mortal blood. Fear clawed through him. No, he growled. Take me instead. The angel paused. Unacceptable. You are the error. She is the patch. Ariel stared at Malric. You said if you love me, you become mortal. Yes. She swallowed, tears in her eyes. Then do it. Malric froze. Ariel, I won't be the reason you're erased, she said firmly. And I won't let them kill me just to keep you a monster. She stepped closer, placing her hand over his heart. The curse ignited. Infernal runes screamed across his skin, then shattered, burning away like ash in the wind. Malric screamed as centuries of power ripped out of him. And then, silence. His heartbeat thundered loud and real. The corrector recoiled slightly. Variable escalation detected. Malric collapsed to his knees. Ariel held him. I love you, she whispered. The void trembled. The angel raised both hands. Correction protocol, total erasure. Light surged. Malric looked up, eyes human now, frightened, determined. He smiled at her. Worth it, he said. Then he stood. Human, mortal, unafraid, and attacked an angel with nothing left to lose. The collision shattered the void. They fell back into the human world. The apartment was gone. The street burned with celestial fire. The corrector lay cracked, struggling to reform. Malric dragged Ariel away as the angel screamed. Something angels were not meant to do. Above them, the sky split. More were coming. Hell stirred. Heaven descended. And humanity stood in the middle of a war sparked by one forbidden error. Love. The sky tore open like a wound. Angels descended in silent ranks, their light burning holes through the clouds. Demons rose from cracks in the earth, shadows clawing upward, drawn by Malric's fall from grace. War arrived without permission. Ariel stood in the middle of it, holding a mortal man who had once been Hell's deadliest weapon. Malric could barely stand. Every breath hurt. Pain, real pain, dragged through his body like chains. But for the first time, fear wasn't alone. Ariel was with him. Stay behind me, he said, gripping a broken piece of celestial metal like a knife. She shook her head. I'm done hiding. An angel landed before them, wings finally visible, vast, blinding, merciless. Malric, you have violated existence. Malric laughed weakly. Get in line. The angel raised its hand. Before it could strike, hell moved. A towering demon lord emerged, flames bowing before him. Careful, he snarled at the angel. That one is no longer ours, but neither is the girl. Heaven and hell faced each other, and both wanted Ariel erased. Ariel stepped forward. No, she said. Silence rippled across the battlefield. I was made to be a balance, she continued, voice shaking but strong. A tool, a patch, an object. She reached for Malric's hand. I choose not to be. Something changed. The curse that once bound them, now broken, left behind something else. Choice. Light and darkness collided as angels and demons attacked each other instead. Their war no longer about control, but loss. Malric felt strength surge, not infernal, not divine. Human. He fought beside Ariel, bleeding, breaking, refusing to fall. One by one, the celestial forces retreated. Hell withdrew, furious but defeated. When the battlefield finally went quiet, dawn broke through the smoke. Malric collapsed. Ariel caught him. I'm sorry, he whispered. I can't protect you forever. She smiled through tears. You don't have to. Weeks later, they lived quietly. No shadows, no flames, no prophecies, just mourning scars and shared silence. One night, Ariel asked, "Do you regret it?" Malric looked at his hands that trembled, healed slowly, aged. "No," he said. "For the first time, my life is mine. Somewhere beyond the stars, heaven recorded the anomaly. Hell erased his name from its ledgers. And the universe learned something dangerous. Love is a forbidden error that cannot be corrected.